Good evening, students. Today we have to explain in this video about the 17th lesson, India's Constitution, and in this lesson we are going to say some topics about preamble, and already I explained you every country's constitution is beginning with an introduction. The introduction of the constitution is preamble. Preamble means introduction to the constitution, and in the preamble we are observing some important words. Some important terms were used in the preamble of Indian Constitution. The important words are: the preamble says that India is a democratic, a secular, a sovereign, and a republic, and a socialist country. And it also promised 4 provisions are granted to every citizen. The 4 provisions are equality, liberty, fraternity, justice. And we have to see the first one, democracy. When we listen the word democracy, and we have to know how can we say that India is a democratic country. What are the proofs? And to prove India is a democratic country, before that we have to know what is the meaning of democratic country. And if we see a country which is ruled by the people is called a democratic country. Actually, the word democracy, an English word, is derived from two Greek words. One is demos and two is kratia. Demos means people, kratia means rule. According to this definition, we are observing that in a democratic country, definitely power is given to the people. Which country is being ruled by the people, that country is to be called a democratic country. Now we have to see this democracy is implementing in our India or not. Before that, we have to see who were the famous persons given definition to the democracy. Example, we have to observe the American former president Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln defined democracy is a system of government which is ruled by the people, for the people, of the people. Democracy is a system of government which is ruled by the people, for the people, of the people, given by this definition given by Abraham Lincoln. So according to this definition, what we are observing, if we observe the definition, democracy is a system of government which is ruled by the people. It means the government is formed by the people, of the people. It is saying what? It is a government of people, not government of leaders. And for the people, the government works not for the prime minister and chief ministers. The government is working for the sake of people. That's why we are using these 3 words: of the people, by the people, for the people. And the same way Aristotle defined about democracy, and according to Aristotle's definition, he told that a country which is kept the sovereignty, nothing but supreme power, in the hand of people, that country is to be called as a democratic country. Sovereignty means supreme power. So in which country supreme power rests with the hands of people, that country is to be called as a democratic country, and this was given by Aristotle. Suppose we see J.S. Mill. J.S. Mill, one more economist. According to J.S. Mill, J.S. Mill's definition, he defined the democracy is a system of government in which country the representatives are being elected and they have limited power and they have to rule according to the advices given by the people. It means no leader is given power to rule themselves. As long as though they are leaders of the country, they have to rule according to the advices given by the people. It means no leader is giving power to exceed the rules mentioned in the Indian Constitution. And the fourth one, Rousseau, the French philosopher, gave one more definition, Rousseau. And Rousseau explained in which country the leaders are being elected by the people, being removed by the people. It means in which country the people are exercising adult universal franchise, nothing but right to vote, is to be called as a democratic country. And now we have to see this above four definitions told by Abraham Lincoln, J.S. Mill, Aristotle and Rousseau. All these definitions are applicable to our India or not? All are applicable. Example, Abraham Lincoln's definition we have to see. For the people, by the people, of the people. In India, what is going on? From the MLA, from the Panchayati board member onwards up to the Sarpanch in the village level and in the Mandalam level, Mandal Parishad member and Mandal Parishad chairman, the same way ZP chairman, ZP members, ZPTCs, same way MLAs, MPs, and all these CMs, PMs, all these members are being elected by the people through secret ballot in the process of direct voting, nothing but adult universal franchise. And number two, Aristotle told sovereignty, supreme power rests with people. How can we say that supreme power rests with people if any leader is not ruling according to the people's will, according to the people's advice, according to the constitution? We are removing that type of leaders immediately, and we have to rule according to the constitutional principles. Otherwise, that type of leaders who are not ruling according to constitution, we will remove them through our weapon. And what is weapon in our hand? I told you, right to vote. And with this right to vote, we can do two things. One is we can contest in the election if we have a service motto to do service to the people. And one more, if anybody already contested in the election, for those people we can elect whom we like. So that's why all these definitions are applicable to India. That's why we can prove that India is also one of the democratic countries in the world. And one more great is what? India is the largest democratic country in the world. It means no other country in the world has as many principles, many constitutions as our India.